Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Moonroot Mystics. Here we explore the cycles of the moon, the wisdom of the cards, and the mysteries of spirit. This will be the general weekly reading for the sign of Libra for October 13th through the 17th. Okay, let's get started. What is coming in for the sign of Libra, guardian angels? Libra. Let's see what is coming in for the sign of Libra. What is coming in for the sign of Libra? Ooh. Okay. We've got the Ace of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, and the Devil. So, could be, a new relationship here with the Ace of Cups, whether that's with self or with someone else. And then you have the Two of Pentacles, which is a card of balancing, or a card of choice, but a lot of times it's seen as a card of like trying to balance, your work and your life, and you're trying to make sure, both of those are equaling out. Then you also have the Devil, which is, a heavy energy of, I don't look at it as bad energy, but it's normally energy of like depression or obsessing over something. So we'll see what else comes out in the deck. Okay, what is coming in for the sign of Libra, guardian angels? What is coming in for the sign of Libra? Oh, that's too much. Way too much. What is coming in for the sign of Libra, guardian angels? What is coming in for the sign of Libra? Coming in for the sign of Libra. Thank you. So crossing these cards, you have the card of Two of Swords and the Hangman, and then over here came out Temperance. Okay. So crossing this energy that you had, you have the Two of Swords, which is a card of indecision or a blocked decision, and the card of the Hanged One, which is the Hanged Man traditionally. And this is a card of a change in perspective normally. So maybe you're having a change in perspective on something that you've been blocked on or undecided on. I really love the artistry in these cards, so I try to always like show them in my videos. But yeah, I feel like maybe there's some heavy energy and a connection with yourself, and maybe you've been kind of at a blocked perspective on how to shift that. And I feel like that perspective is changing, and with the Temperance card coming out, that shows me that emotional balance and healing is also coming in. So that's good to see. Let's see what else is coming in for the sign of Libra. What else is coming in for the sign of Libra, guardian angels? What else is coming in for the sign of Libra? Thank you. Yeah, you've got the Fool card. That's beautiful. Taking a leap of faith and healing something, because the overall energy here is a Star card. For some reason, I keep wanting to say self. Like, I feel like this has to do with your relationship with self. I'm not seeing any other like complementary cards for a partner or a different or like a connection here. So I think this has a lot to do with your relationship with yourself, and maybe like some kind of depression that you've been going through and not knowing how exactly to move forward and being undecided about that. But I see it was beautiful to see the shift in perspective with that indecision and then you taking this leap of faith, right? So I feel like there's definitely some emotional and mental clarity coming in here for you, Libra. Let's see what else is coming in for Libra. Thank you. We have got the moon. I love it with the little pups on it. So cute. Yeah, the moon is like what you don't see, right? What is hidden from us, what we don't seem to fully understand. And I feel like Spirit is saying here, sorry, my pup is barfing at something. Anyways, sorry. Wanted to see if somebody was at the door or something. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this is what Spirit is saying you're not seeing, is that you just need to take this leap of faith in yourself and keep pushing towards that and keep working towards that. Like, keep working on that. You know, you are working on the new you, is what I feel like Spirit is trying to say. You know, take that leap of faith in yourself. Push past that indecision, that depression. I know that shit's easier said than done. But let's see what else comes in for the sign of Libra, guardian angels. What is coming in for the sign of Libra? Oracle of Cups. Let's see what that means in this deck, because I don't know what that means in this tarot deck. This is a new deck for me. Also, I'm going to plug out my computer real quick. Okay. All right. Let's read. The oracle sits on their throne, aware of their feelings, how they engage with the world, and the pure divinity of every atom in the universe. This card represents a grounded inner knowing and asks the reader to trust their emotional self, their gut. You may try to rely on logic, instead consider, what do you feel is the right thing right now? Again, like I said, that's beautiful that came out, because it's like Spirit is saying, trust yourself, right? Trust that shift in perspective. Take that leap of faith in yourself. Like, push through that heaviness, that depression that you have right now. Like, and I think you are, because with the Temperance card coming out, that's telling me that your emotions are balancing. So it's beautiful. All right, let's see what else is coming in for Libra. What else is coming in for our beautiful Libras, guardian angels? What else is coming in for our Libras? What else is coming in for our Libras? What else is coming in for Libra, guardian angels? Ooh. The Justice card and the Four of Wands and the Emperor. I like the Emperor in this deck. Honestly, I just love all the cards in this deck, so I show them off a lot. The Emperor, I feel like, is your energy. It came out separate from all of this. Even though, we are dual, dual beings, bleh, beings of duality. So, one moment we can be like, damn, I hate this shit. And the next moment we can be like, but life's just fine. So I feel like, Spirit's saying even though you're depressed, possibly, or in like a heavy mental state, um, about your relationship with self, you are the Emperor. This feels like a masculine energy, especially because the Emperor card came out. Um, or maybe you're embodying that. That doesn't have to mean that, this is for a man or a male audience. It could be, but anyways, what came out with, the Oracle of Cups was the Four of Wands and the Justice card. I think maybe part of what's going on mentally has to do with, how you're going to support your home and how things are going to be balanced and fair, and, how can you build this foundation, or what your foundation looks like. I feel like that is what is in your mental space right now. But again, Spirit is saying, you are the Emperor. You will balance out your emotions. This is just our mental space being shitty for the moment. Like we all go through those times with ourselves. So let's see. Anything else coming in for Libra that you wish to say? Guardian angels, spirit guides. Anything else coming in for Libra you wish to close out with? Anything else? Yeah. This mental confusion you're going through because you have your guard up, like you're worried, you've got this energy of like looking over your shoulders, feeling defensive, feeling on guard, right? And there's some kind of disillusionment which is causing that for you. I want to read on this other card that came out for you, which is Elder of Wands. Let's see what that says. Here we go. This charismatic and magnetic elder listens to every vibration of their surroundings and plans accordingly. They enlist the help of others who are more than happy to help, as there is a collective belief in the elder's visionary abilities. This card represents someone who is capable of maturely assessing a situation, delegating tasks, and leaving a legacy. It speaks to vitality, moral virtue, and knowing when to shed old skin. So, the first part of this reading that came out was about your relationship with self, right? Was about like depression, sadness, obsession in the mental space, right? In this indecision. But you had a shift in perspective and taking a leap of faith. So I think Spirit is just reiterating here that you know how to push through this mental fogginess that you have going on right now. It's come up kind of a few times in your reading. I'm just going to pull out what I'm seeing here with these cards. I don't know why I have such a hard time knowing what the perception of like the camera and where I'm at fucks with me so hard. I'm sorry. I'm like, I've got something wrong with me. I have autism. I don't know. But Hold on. Let me change that. Okay. That is better. Kind of. I still. Oh, there we go. Okay. Mercy, be patient with me. So, yeah, you've got this heaviness, this guardedness, right? Watching your back, kind of worried, right? In your mental space. You've got this card of disillusionment, looking at all these options and being just lost in one's head, emotionally, kind of all over the place. And then block decisions, obsessions, depression. Like, you definitely have some stuff going on with your relationship with self here. But again, what you're not seeing is a shift in perspective, taking a leap of faith in yourself, and pushing through this. I do see emotional balance and healing coming in, even though you're currently in a different set of energies right now. So yeah, that's what I see for you, Libra. I hope this message resonates with you, and if it does, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate the support, and I would love to hear in the comments if this did resonate with you. So yeah, have a wonderful day, my Libras. Bye, my little mystics.